Goose with the single tank 2 fighter. Didn't work out. Game 2, same as well. But the game is ready though, so we'll see if Axis Esports can turn this around and flip the script and take on Team Gosu in the second series.
Gosu, the American Dragons here are slowly marching in towards the lanes. And of course, get yourself the M1 ticket. There's a little bit of that promo code that you can copy down if you have not made your purchase. And now we're looking at Ken Ray here, already tossing out the wheel, and Breezy, oh my goodness, already dropping down to 50%. So a rough start for the side of Gosu right here, but shouldn't be too much of a hassle for Team Gosu to come back into play. So basically supported by the Kaya, and they're looking to make sure that Breezy gets that level 4 in hand so that they could go in for that flicker design judgment.
Yeah, and Team Gosu right now is going to go for the standard, and I like the early invade coming in from the USA team, and Evo is the only one who tried to go for the protection on them, but they actually took it away, so managing to slow down the tempo from Team Gosu is a good start for Axis Esports.
That's definitely a huge signal for the side of Axis to actually mark for it as well. Axis Esports will also try to take down this first cap without any sort of contest at all. So we're looking at all these other members over the top side here, crushing on the side of Lasset as well. So Lasset here will just have to hold on for dear life for the time being. But Kenray shouldn't be too much of a sort of problem for him to actually hug by the corners of the tower of the bot lane.
Yeah, and Axis Esports taking a page out of what Burmese Goose did in the first series against them. In under a minute and a half, Burmese Goose were able to take that top tier 1, rendering this Marsha ineffective. And right now what Axis Esports trying to do is to take that bottom tier 1, but now Team Gosu, they're gonna jump the gun right now. Lasset does not have that level 4. General, though, pumping the damage with the wheel, not able to get the kill off. Meanwhile, Team Gosu takes that tier 1 bot, and this is what... Axis Esports takes that tier 1 bot, and this is what they want. Now you free up the map for Lasset to be a bit more effective.
Wow, Flicker coming out from the side of Breezy as well, and this is going to be that turtle going on slight reset as we are looking at a full Flicker team from the side of Axis. Well, way too quick for me to see what's on the line for the side of Gosu, but for Gosu, they're just making sure that they stay safe for the time being. And now Axis Esports already attempting the very first turtle of the game.
Yeah, definitely a more composed recovery. They were not letting game 1, series 1 get to them. So Team Gosu, they're gonna lose that turtle. The fact that they were not able to steal the buff early on, they lost the turtle, they lost the tier 1 bot. Axis Esports, with that slight economy advantage, can look to push this, and you can see 4 members from the Malaysian team, they are already congregating on the top side of the map. They want to take the top tier 1, just so this Marsha can actually function. Now they can go in with the ultimate onto Paulo. Great wild shot. Paulo is blocked by the wall, so they will get the first blood, and that will go over to Axis Esports.
What a great setup coming in from that Grok. Look at that wall charge ramming onto 2, and that wall will negate this game. And now Axis Esports can take more than just that. We got the turtle, they've already got the first blood, and they will also take another tower down from the top side. Mel, look at the gold graph here. They're already 2,000 in the favor, and Axis Esports are looking to dominate.
Yeah, Lex is looking pretty fine right here because those 2 side lane tier 1s are taken down. Now this Marsha can go anywhere she wants, like you mentioned, the gold grab, in favor of Axis Esports completely. Team Gosu seems like the only aggression that they made was onto Lasset twice, no kills at all, and they're forced into this very conservative playstyle, and that will give Axis Esports the space that they need. They will find Polo once more, and that one will go over too long.
We can see Scott to suppress him right there, and he could not even move a muscle. Now Gosu here already dropping another member. Of course, this is still pretty much early into the game. 4 minutes in, and we're seeing Axis having a great control inside the jungle, and you see there's so much of that pressure going on, and Team Gosu does not really have any sort of response for the time being. And there it goes, 1 more tower on the top side.
Team Gosu a bit too passive. They are not responding to the sieges from Axis Esports. They are still leaving that side lane, the Thamas, to farm in the bottom lane. Sure, you get that resources, but the rest of the map is jeopardized by Axis Esports, and not really sure what they're going to do now because the carry seems like it's not able to find the effectiveness that they need. As you mentioned, that carry does go down, but Basic comes in. He wants that revenge. Polo as well with the charge, going to jump right in, gets the stun onto Scott. Long will flicker away. Breezy gets the ambush and gets taken down by Vin, and this is what you want to see from Axis Esports. The recovery. Polo with a minute plus, but cancels by Scott. He hooks him away, and then will give Ranger the killing spree. Basic now will try to salvage everything. The dummy with the Stardust 4, and will find Granger, but Basic had to get away. And Axis Esports will not let that happen. The killing spree going over to Rin.
Whoa, such a beautiful fight coming from Axis Esports. And look at Scott though. That's beautiful. Who cancel out the Numenon Blast. And Axis here looking for another turtle. But let's have a look at the replay brought to you by Mlbb. Clear Basic, he went in for a chase. And of course, Wolf was forced to flicker away. And this is where things get even more interesting. They know that Paulo is channeling ult. And Scott, in that sort of a moment, clutches it off and cancel it in time to save members of Axis Esports. And it was only down to Basic, but Rin still made sure that he gets a kill with that flicker coming out.
And even with the falling Star Moon, Esmeralda got the shutdown but was not able to get out. So in the end, the shutdown doesn't really matter too much for Axis Esports because they got more than they came for. Scott MVP for that. Evo now getting ganged on, but he is the crowd pretty tanky. They can use the Divine Judgment on him, but they didn't pull him back, and that means Evo will get away scot-free. And guess what? Paulo Akinre is caught out again, and it will be this one going over to Evo.
Well, Evil X, of course, already took a lot of that damage, but it was Henry who fall in that sort of a spike skirmish. But looking at Gosu members, they're slowly getting themselves back on track, though a little bit late, though. 6,000 still in favor of Axis, and that's going to be the buff being pulled over, and Paulo right now is getting that all challenge from out of Scott, but no follow-up whatsoever from Axis.
And Rin is coming online on his signature Lunox 3-0 and 2 long as well. 3-1 and 2, the two calls from Axis Esports are on the roll, and Team Gosu feels like they are really desperately trying to make something happen. The only kill that they got was Basic onto that shutdown on the Ranger, but now another fight. Paulo immediately caught out. Not even have a chance to use that Numenon Blast, and Team Gosu won't have a chance to defend this tower at all.
I feel like Paulo has been caught out a little bit way too much in this sort of early game fights, and now we're already in 7 minutes of the game, and that possibly shouldn't be the case at all for the side of Team Gosu, but of course they have to let this mid tower fall in that sort of sense, and Axis Esports here can just run free anywhere as they please. And speaking of that, Kenray getting caught out as well.
Yeah, no way out for Kenray. Another kill going over to the core of Axis Esports. Long now, 5-1 and 2. This Granger is absolutely massive. Blade of Dispatch available. They're gonna get the suppress on the Basic, but Team Gosu now, they have the blackout. But keep your eyes on Rin. This Lunox is really scary. He's still left alone. Basic is in, but the brilliance from Lunox will keep her invulnerable for now. One kill goes over to Paulo, but it seems like Lassie will find Paulo in return. General now isolated from the rest of his team, and it seems like Axis Esports will find a win. 1, 2, 3 are down. Granger on the killing spree, and Axis Esports under 8 minutes will crack the base of Team Gosu.
That was technically a team wipe before Kenray even came back up online. Now, heading back into that play, Basic was trying to focus everything upon all these members of Axis, but Flicker coming out from the side of Scott to bait Paulo on towards the other corner instead. And of course, Gosu, all they could possibly do was run away, and they should not even commit towards that fight inside the jungle, and they have to pay the price with that broken base.
The Malaysian Tigers have seemed to awaken after Series 1. Team goes to Paulo. You talked about how he got caught up multiple times, and in all these scenarios, this Lolita just feels like ineffective all along. And with that being said, Axis Esports first inhibitor in the middle lane down. Not even 10 minutes in, the Lord will be spawning up pretty soon, and Axis Esports will be eyeing on that objective.
Well, first, we're having the Malaysian Tigers here looking for their very first win. Well, of course, it's so convenient that Team Gosu also has the dragon logo with them, so crossing Tigers with the dragon. Well, of course, jokes aside, now back into the game. Gosu here with need to stall for a great run, and General here not really having the best of weaponry to actually hit in towards the next battle, because the tanks from the side of Axis Esports has already emerged with so many of that sort of assists as well as goal, and they've already got all that they need to actually soak all those damage. But Scott here just waiting for any passersby, and perhaps one good hook will initiate the fight, and instead hooks the minion.
Almost found, and that will allow Lassie to have free reign of this Lord Marsha. One of those heroes that we know can solo this objective. Look at her go, the Lord does not stand a chance, and Lassie will be the new Lord, at least for now. Team Gosu, they have to deal with this onslaught of Axis Esports. The threat of Scott is always there, and it seems like Paulo will be the victim for the 6th time in a row.
Wow, 6 and no assist at all for the side of Paulo. He did get a kill somewhere between the game, of course, but Team Gosu here, they seem to be having a little bit of that early jitters. Of course, this is, after all, the very first game in the entirety of the tournament, but hoping that Gosu here could make a little bit of that comeback here, as we see Rin here. It's not even dropped a single time. Same goes to Lasset as well as Evil X and Lung on that Granger pick. He has already played a lot of that Granger back in MPL MYSG, and he's known as one of the best out there for the entirety of the season.
This power from Max Esports was missing in the series against Burmese Goose, but against Team Gosu, they are unleashing the full power. The Guardian Barrier just come out onto Paulo, and Paulo now, with his dying breath, will have to hold his doors. Team Gosu desperately need to defend against this potential final siege, and Axis Esports, they're just gonna go for the crystal, and they'll bag their first win.
With the Lord marching right in.